Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Feeling worry or concern or insecurity. She was afraid that I might be embarrassed. Filled with fear or apprehension. Afraid even to turn his head. Filled with regret or concern, used often to soften an unpleasant statement. I'm afraid I won't be able to come. Having feelings of aversion or unwillingness. Afraid of hard work. Involved in or affected by or having a claim to or share in. A memorandum to those concerned. Culpably involved. All those concerned in the bribery case have been identified. Feeling or showing worry or solicitude. Concerned parents of youthful offenders. Suffering from algophobia. Abnormally afraid of pain. Struck with fear, dread, or consternation. Mentally upset over possible misfortune or danger, etc. Apprehensive about her job. Quick to understand. A kind and apprehensive friend. In fear or dread of possible evil or harm. Apprehensive for one's life. Abnormally afraid of water. Suffering from claustrophobia. Abnormally afraid of closed-in places. Uncomfortably closed or hemmed in. A claustrophobic little room. Struck with fear, dread, or consternation. Timid by nature or revealing timidity. Cast fearful glances at the large dog. Lacking courage. Ignobly timid and faint-hearted. Causing fear or dread or terror. A fearful howling. Extremely distressing. Fearful slum conditions. Experiencing or showing fear. A fearful glance. Made afraid. The frightened child cowered in the corner. Thrown into a state of intense fear or desperation. Showing a sense of guilt. The hangdog and shamefaced air of the retreating enemy. Frightened into submission or compliance. Stricken with horror. Stricken with horror. Stricken with horror. Reflecting the fear or terror of one who is hunted. The hopeless hunted look on the prisoner's face. Abnormally afraid of water. Lacking affinity for water. Tending to repel and not absorb water. Tending not to dissolve in or mix with or be wetted by water. Suffering from mysophobia. Abnormally afraid of dirt or contamination. Make numb or insensitive. The shock numbed her senses. Followed by to, not showing human feeling or sensitivity, unresponsive. Numb to the cries for mercy. Lacking sensation. Numb with cold. So frightened as to be unable to move, stunned or paralyzed with terror, petrified. Too numb with fear to move. Thrown into a state of intense fear or desperation. Trying to keep back the panic-stricken crowd. Thrown into a state of intense fear or desperation. Thrown into a state of intense fear or desperation. Felt panicked before each exam. Thrown into a state of intense fear or desperation. Became panicky as the snow deepened. Made afraid. too shocked and scared to move. Struck with fear, dread, or consternation. Thrown into a state of intense fear or desperation. The terrified horse bolted. Struck or filled with terror. Struck or filled with terror. Suffering from xenophobia. Having abnormal fear or hatred of the strange or foreign. Suffering from acrophobia. Abnormally afraid of high places. A pronunciation of afraid. A pronunciation of afraid.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.